Hey, what is up everyone, Nick here with my review for Supergirl Season 2, Episode 8, titled Medusa. Now, this episode, of course, is the beginning of the 4-night crossover event titled Invasion. However, this one actually is more of a Supergirl-based episode with a little sprinkles of the invasion throughout the episode, most notably the very end, which, of course, leads directly into that crossover, but I'll get to that later on. So, this episode, like I said, mostly focuses on the actual story beats of Supergirl thus far, and it actually really, neatly ties up every kind of story point that we've had this season thus far. It wraps up the Cadmus storyline, it resolves the Maggie and Alex relationship, it further progresses the relationship that Mon-El and Kara have, it introduces Kara's mother, and Maggie gets to talk to her and all that stuff. They resolve the White Martian thing that John was having, that disease that was turning him into a White Martian. They actually are able to reverse that so he can remain as a Green Martian, so that was pretty cool. The only thing that I guess isn't really taken care of this episode is Cyborg Superman, because he gets away yet again, but I think that's kind of like a minute point. I'm sure he'll be back at some point throughout the season, we just don't know when. Another thing that this episode actually proved is how Lena Luthor really isn't like her family. She really does care about everyone and the equality of everyone, and she actually double crosses her mom, which is really cool. I thought that was a good move for her character, like a good character development part, but overall pretty solid episode, very enjoyable stuff here. I was just impressed by how they were able to kind of, have beats here for every character's story thus far. Apart from, James Olsen as the Guardian, I think that was the only story that they didn't really tackle this episode, but it didn't really make a ton of sense to do that. I know James was trying to actually tell Kara throughout the episode that, hey, I'm Guardian, but Alex and Wynn were pretty hesitant about it because they wanted to go about it in a different way, so that ultimately didn't end up happening. But I think that in the mid-season finale, I think that it said something about, like, James tells Kara or something, so I'm guessing that'll be the next plot point to be resolved. But yeah, pretty solid episode overall. I guess I'll talk about the ending part. So basically, at the end of the episode, we see Barry Allen and Cisco finally come through the breach into Kara's apartment and tell her that they need her help because she owes them a favor after what Barry did in the first time they crossed over. And throughout the episode, we see these breaches opening up all across National City, obviously, which is Cisco trying to vibe his way into Supergirl's Earth, which we don't know exactly which Earth it is yet on terms of like a designated number, but it was pretty cool, like a little wink to the audience, saying, hey, like the Flash team is coming and we'll see them soon enough. And it was really kind of like that Nick Fury moment at the end of the episode where like, Supergirl, we need your help, we're forming a team to stop this alien invasion. So I'm really hyped up for the crossover event now. I just want to see all these characters interact. I mean, we've seen Flash and Supergirl interact, and I think they have a really good dynamic between them, but I really want to see Supergirl talk to Oliver and White Canary, the Legends, all those characters. That'll be really cool to see. So overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10 just for handling all the story beats that were really important to the story thus far. They wrapped up the Cadmus arc, so I'm curious to see what the later half of Supergirl is going to be this season. Be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys think of the episode, and what are your thoughts on how they wrapped up all the stuff and led it directly into the crossover event titled Invasion? Also, if you guys are new to the channel and you like this video, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Nick, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night with The Flash.